some bad weather there. This is the streets. That's got to be 4 inches of water right there, even with the curb, man. Yeah, baby, yeah. He's never been around a flood before. He wants to get in and go swimming. This is like 6 inches of water right here. Woo, baby. That's a trip, man. You like that water, huh? Toothless? Huh? I gotta stop at a stop sign. Hang on. Okay. Man, I better quit driving this car and it's gonna flood. Somebody help me, yeah. Oh, I tell you. Ooh, yeah, look at these pants I got. Whoops, got a button up barn door lately. Let's see if I... Yeah, look at these pants, man. Always feels good to get in my wife's drawers or in her pants. Oh, man. Well, son, I'm going to try to find something to... I'm trying to find something to rough these edges up with over here, son, so we can start the repair on that big old crack right there. Yeah. Somebody made the comment. They said, I guess you lost all your tools over there at your old shop. No, I didn't lose none of my tools. It's just been really muddy. And, it's been really muddy over there, and I can't get my trucks back in there. That's one thing I'm not going to miss. I am not going to miss the mud. Hell, you take a car, get it ready all prepped up, and pull it in the paint booth, be a trail of mud in the damn paint booth. It's like ridiculous, you know. It was very unorthodox, unorganized situation that I found myself in over there. But, here's what it is, and it bees what it bees. Anyway, son, I'm going to go get something to rough this up with, and I'll get started on that. My son, he's breaking down the hardware on this other one. I had to get my own. See, we still got our tools. You know, we still got tools. We just got to get the back end cleaned up over there and wait for it to quit raining so we can see. I'm in another situation too, man. It's he has put gravel. He has stuck gravel over there, and rocks and gravel and the mud in this area, in this town, the mud just washes down the driveway off into the back, and it covers up his gravel, so it's a never-ending process. He's got to do a lot of irrigating and French drains and stuff like that to make it where it's where you ain't wallowing through a mud of slop every time it rains. And here lately, how many days we had some rain over here, man? 3 or 4 weeks solid. Solid, man. 2 weeks, it feels like 3 or 4. It just won't quit raining. I think this happens once every about 4 years, son. It'll rain its ass off, and it just won't quit. It won't quit. Anyway, I'll cut the camera back on later. Whoops. Okay, son, go ahead and open up the package. We're gonna use what we're calling is prefabbing. You know, prepping. We're gonna be prepping that.
Go. No, sir. Go home.
She just wants to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, but he gets in the way.
He gets in the way when it will.
Home. Home.
Go home.
Keep going.
Okay. Now what we're doing is we're just gonna take a little piece of it. We're not doing a bunch of it, you know. So go ahead and unravel it until you find an end. Okay, there you go. That's what we need right there.
That's 2 ends.
Okay. All right. Look, this end right here. This is fine. It's fine. Right here. Whoa. All right. That's fine. That's fine like that for now. It's okay. It's all right. Look, we're gonna cut some strips. Check this out. You see how that blanket's laying in there like that? See how it's laying down in there like that? Yeah.
All the way to here?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut us a...
Right here?
Well, I don't want to have to mess with that, but yeah, I guess we could.
Or right here?
It's going to have to cut, yes, we're going to cut it, you know, with the scissors and make it a mat. But if you get too big a mats, it's hard to work with. It's better to work with, I think, like cut it right here, straight across. Don't double cut it. It's like...
I'm trying to.
Okay. Anyway, we can start from this end over here and cut back. Or spread it out like you want to. I don't care. There you go. There we are. Look, we got to we're cutting just the edge of it. See? There we go. Just like that. So, cut you a strip like from here straight across.
Here.
Yeah. And what we're doing is we're preparing this mat. This mat is it's to help reinforce the resin. If you just pour resin in there, it's not going to be very strong. It's going to be brittle. It's going to crack. And it ain't going to do no good to try to do a repair job with no fiberglass mat. All right, that's good. Let's see. Let's see how long it is. All right, yeah, cut it straight across. Just go.
I know.
All right.
A little bit more.
All right. Now you want to dry fit it to where it's perfect. Like we're gonna pull it all the way to one end. Like put one corner up. There we go. Like watch this. Just like that, because it's got the rounded edge we need on it already. We've got to go all the way up the side, in the middle, just like that. That's what we're probably going to end up doing right there. So trim it to where it's going to fit perfect with not a lot of hangovers. It's okay if it hangs over a little bit, because we can trim it after it's done gotten hard. Like right there, that'll work. We can, after it's dry and hard, we can cut the edges. All right. Now we're going to cut the camera off until after a little minute. Okay, people. Look, I just thought I'd throw this in there. This thing's been rained on and, you know, stuff, and it's wet, you know. So we're going to use a heat gun to thoroughly dry. The area you're going to be applying this mat to has to be thoroughly dry and no dust and debris. You got to be sure and scuff it down with some sandpaper to give it something to bite to. If you don't, you're going to regret it, and that shit's going to come off, and you're going to hate it. So I'll tell you what, man, there ain't nothing like the fresh feeling of fresh chicken shit between your toes whenever you're trying to work. I'm telling you, that's a one-of-a-kind feeling there. Nothing beats that, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm working barefoot. Just one foot, though. The other one I can't. No, my shoe got wet. It's drying. I think I'm going to take this heat gun and try to dry it, but don't get too close. Might burn my shoe up, you know. But anyway. Anyways, we're going to finish prepping this, and my son's going to find a container to mix the resin in, and we'll be right back with you. What's going on, chicken? Yeah, buddy. Tell you. I tell you, I think they're the only animal I've ever seen turn around and eat their own shit besides a hog. Okay, here we go. Before you start your, uh-oh, I done messed up. No, I got it. Okay, here we go. We need to charge the phone.
This is the wrong one.
Huh? No, this is the one where I cut the... Before y'all start, y'all need some paddles and stuff to smooth your resin with. You can also use those, the throwaway paint brushes. Those work great, because once this stuff gets hard, you're not getting it out. And if you're using a container, like a plastic container, if it's one that bends real easy, that's preferable, because sometimes you can, you know, squeeze, after it dries, you can peel the resin out of the bowl. But it, you know, My son came up with a genius idea. Come on, let me show me that thing right there. I'm gonna show him this. This is just a gallon jug cut in half, you know, so you can mix your resin in there and then you can pour it out the end, you know, that way it's going to be user friendly. You know, if you try to use a cookie sheet or something flat or a big container, you got to keep it all in a small contained area when you're mixing it. You got to mix it thoroughly, mix it well. The directions say mix a quarter of this can right here to a 1/4 of a. They want you. I've always just put drops of stuff in there. That's what I'm saying. But I read the directions and it said mix 8 to 12 minutes, and it says don't use any wax cups. Blah 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 blah. It says for 1/4 of a can, use 1/4 tube of hardener. See, I don't do that. I pour a little bit of hardener down in here, and then I put some drops in there. It's not really that critical. You get it perfect. Yeah, poke your little end in there. Poke a hole in the tube. It's not really that critical you get perfect on this, because it's just going to take longer to get hard. The less hardener you put in, the more hardener you put in, it's going to take, it's going to dry real fast on you. So try mixing up just a little bit of it first. Put a couple of drops in there, and that way you can see how hard it's going to get. Because if the more hardener you put in there, it shortens the time that you have to work with it. And once it starts getting hard, you can't even deal with it anymore. It's just like Bondo kind of, but worse, you know. And I like to make my own paddles. You can use Bondo, plastic Bondo paddles, but I like to use, you know, these are just, I just cut a gallon jug in half and I've cut my own paddles out. So that way when they all get caked up and nasty, you're supposed to use gloves for when you're starting this, but we can't find no gloves because we was idiots. So I got some of this stuff right here. This works better than Mom's Spit. Mom's Spit will take off anything, but this stuff here, it's one step up from Mom's Spit. Anyway, so let's get it going and get some resin poured in here, son, and put out our first application. I don't know where it even shut off at, son. Maybe we're running out of camera room on the camera. Anyway, we'll say it again. Mix this stuff thoroughly. Be sure you have gloves. And okay. We're gonna be sure you use a plastic scoop, you know, so you can scrape the bottoms. Yes, it's gonna start getting hard pretty soon. I put 5. I don't know if I got it on the footage, but I put 6 drops of hardener in there.
Okay, should I start pouring now?
Yeah, look, we don't get a little.
Hold on.
All right,
I'm freaking out.
Well, look, we're gonna brush it first, man. We'll pour it later. Just bring it up here so we can start brushing this shit in here. You know what? Time is of the essence is on the stuff. Here, let me see.
I want to brush it.
You want to brush it? Okay. Well, here. Just like that. There you go. Just mop it in there. As you notice, I got this thing leaning towards the low. You know, that's going to be where it ain't going to be running all over in this area and stuff. We got it leaning like this. We got it secured with a clamp so it don't move around while you're working with it. Yeah, that's coating up there pretty good, son. Now, where's that paddle at?
On the ground.
Okay, well, go ahead and mop this. Put it up here on the edges. Oh, by the way, if you got any parts that are hanging open on your fiberglass where you're trying to join it together, be sure you join them together with a clamp, because you don't want no uneven stuff going on. All right, you got it in there really good. All right, look, put this stuff right here. Yeah, get you that. We're gonna put this stuff right. Dadgummit, got it all in the handle and stuff now. Dadgum, man. That's why we got gloves. It's all right. It's bound to get in there somehow. Now you take this. I hope you put the lid on that. Yeah, good thing you put the lid on it. All right, look. Yeah, just like that. You go down over the crack, not beside it, in the middle. There you go. You can use your hands and your fingers. We got more gloves. All right, now I'm gonna, look here, I'm gonna pour some in there, and you're gonna take that paddle and just move it around. There you go. All right, that's enough. Get that in there. Don't move it around too much, man. It'll start pulling it back out of there. Just be easy with it. All right, now we're gonna pour some more down in there. I got it. All right. Go ahead. All right, now. All right, you got that puddles over there, okay?
Brush.
Well, okay, now look, and pretty soon, let me set this down here on the floor. You're gonna go for your second layer right here. I think it went over there like this right here. You ready? All right. Yeah, it's going good. Going like good, man. In like Flynn. Got going on like Donkey Kong. Yeah.
And what about this part where it's clamped to nothing?
Well, we gotta let that clamp stay there, okay? Because it's gotta hold it together until this resin dries. All right, look, see this? We need to make sure it's in the corners. No air pockets. It's important not to have any air pockets in this crap. Otherwise, it's gonna defeat the purpose. And it's not gonna do its job. And whatever you do, don't touch your face. You're not getting this stuff off, and it'll itch and burn and all that good stuff. All right, here, scrape the rest of that resin out of there. Put it off in there. I ain't even paying attention to the camera where it's pointing. All right, I can feel the stickiness working through these gloves, huh? These aren't the right kind of gloves, but it's better than nothing. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's it just felt like it was sticky. Yeah, them gloves are working. I was afraid the chemicals in this resin was going to eat through the gloves like paint remover. I hate that. You can't catch no kind of glove to stand up to paint remover. All right, we're just going to leave that alone. Put it off to the side. There you go. Just work with it until it starts getting hard. Here, just feather that stuff out. I mean, it is what it is. He said he doesn't care about how this, he ain't too concerned about how the hell this on the outside, inside of it looks. Because he don't care. He didn't even want us to paint the inside of it. He said, just do the repair and leave it alone. Now, after this all dries, we're going to put another couple of coats of, at least one more mat. Because that is a heavy load area for this. That little tiny area right there is depending on this whole, the weight of this whole thing falls on the weight of this shoulder over here. So we got to really beef it up. Give it the extra support. Yeah, any kind of white areas you see there, that's air bubbles and stuff. You need to make, oh man, this stuff, I tell you what, I got some in my, I touched my face or something up here because it was itching and now I'm burning on my head. You got it on your forehead yet?
No.
Well, don't touch it. Don't touch yourself. Yeah, now it's starting to look like snot, right? That means it's starting to dry.
All right, I think I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. Look at it, went off again. Damn it. I think it's because the phone.
Sting is a good excuse for not buckling up.
Yeah. No, I ain't worried about the radio noise in the background because I found out on YouTube that if you got, they keep changing the rules. You got to follow it, you know. But the last I heard is that they're not gonna. It's not gonna hurt your channel to play somebody else's music. But here's the thing: whoever has the rights to that song that you're playing on your channel, they have the right to view that video and claim it for themselves. to make the money that you stole their, you know, if they want to push it. So the key thing is don't leave full long songs, the length of a song playing there by itself and you not talking or nothing. It's like you just act like it's just noise in the background, you know. And still taking a chance for the owner to the rights of whatever's in the background to claim that they get paid for that video. Anyway, tell you what, I'm satisfied with the choice I made to give them a little couple of drops, because it's been like 30 minutes later, between 30 minutes to an hour later, and it's setting up. It's tacky, it's sticky. The key thing to this is the neater that you have your mat down and spread smooth, the less work you're going to create for yourself to smooth that back down and to make it look good. The more time you spend prior, this is one of the most important steps. The more neat and formed this is, the easier your job's going to be sanding on it and making it flat again. Just keep that in mind when you're spreading this resin around. This particular application, Clayton said that he doesn't care, he doesn't want to paint this backside. He said just do a neat job of it and leave it alone. So we're not even going to try to paint or do nothing to this. This is just an underneath repair. We're going to have to re-drill our holes. You know, it's always good to leave something showing that where the plates and stuff go, so you don't have to guess and get the holes wrong. We're probably going to flip this thing over and clean this edge up, all this loose stuff right here. And then we're going to clean it out, and we're going to get some resin and pour on the top. I like pouring my stuff when I apply it and then smooth it out. It just works better that way. That's why we got that. That's why we got this. And sometimes you can take these and try to move them after they're dry, and that shell will pop out of there, so you can have a clean bucket every time if you don't got too much in there. But yeah, this stuff will sometimes it'll peel off the plastic container, so you can peel it out in pieces after it's dry. Okay, so we almost got these badges and all that crap off the sides.
That's soaked.
Huh?
That swing thing tipped over.
Oh yeah, what y'all do? Y'all got your butt wet?
I didn't.
Nobody got y'all butt wet?
Like soaked.
Well, yeah, go change clothes.
No.
It's too hot, huh? Hey, I like that. You got some music going there.
Any type of music I listen to, I like it.
Okay, well, turn it down so I don't get somebody else claiming my channel rights. Thank you so much. There you go. Here we go. Anyway, we're fixing to. I think you buzz this down with 320. It's a little hairy, so we're just going to take and brush a light coat of resin over the top of that. We're going to have to go over my DNA though. That's going to lock this thing in. I got my DNA in this boat because I cut myself scraping all these emblems off. So how's it going, man? Is it hard to do all this?
No.
No? Well, it is when I was learning how, because you can't gouge the fiberglass, so it's hard to. Sometimes it'll take a chunk, and that's something we're gonna have to fix later if we do that. You know, if you take chunks out, you're gonna have to fix it later. You know, it's just not gonna look right. Anyway, after we do this, we need to get all this hardware. Well, wait a minute. I think he's just gonna take this off, and we're gonna leave this one on because it's not broken. I don't think it's broken. I don't even know how to get this thing on. It says lock and open. I can't turn it. Everybody else gets to turn. I don't get it to turn. Oh, it's already undone. There. These things are heavy, man. I wonder why they don't got a kickstand in here. That don't make no sense. They don't even have something to hold it up. Yeah, maybe they did. Maybe they. Son, does this got a bar? See what this bar is, man, so I can hold it up in the air. See that bar right there? No, that's not a. It's not a kickstand for it. I wonder where how you supposed to hold this up when you're out there on the water fiddling with your rod, trying to get it running or something ain't right, and somebody's got to, you're by yourself, you just going to let this stuff clobber you in your head? I'm just saying, that's got to be a kickstand. It is too. You're wrong, mister. That is a kickstand. Will you put the kickstand in there?
Whatever.
All right, put it down on the bottom one. See, there we go. Now it's locked and loaded, see? Oh, man, I tried to tell him, hey, man, why don't we go out there on the lake and fire these babies up? But he said because they're guaranteed. I said, so what happens if they're not guaranteed? The dude going to give you all your money back for the materials and everything else you done blew on it, too, after you painted them and everything? I guess he would have an argument on that one. But anyways, it's coming along. We got to take this. Look at this, son. Look, come here. Look at this. Look, son. This stuff right here, if it don't come up really easy, take a razor blade and skim it. Okay? But this one's got to come up too. I don't know, son. We might have to go ahead and take this one off too. You know why? Because I ain't going to be able to paint down in this crack very well. And he's going to want that painted evenly all the way. So we're going to have to take the hinge off of this one, just like we did take it all apart, okay? All right. All right, chicken. You're going to have to get out of our stuff. Come on, chicken. Man, I tell you, I don't think I've ever had a job where I had to fight away the chickens. This is our toolbox for now. Come on, chicken. Come on, there you go. Bye-bye, chicken.